Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel BNB Daily Spoiler. Silence shattered. Liam reveals Eric's secret to Brooke.
Liam betrays Bill by disclosing Eric's secret to Brooke. Hope leaks Eric's shocker. Panics over Liam's designer disclosure. According to previews on The Bold and The Beautiful, Hope Logan Spencer might become alarmed by Liam Spencer's designer disclosure. Will Hope's husband confess to joining the Logan team and reveal Eric Forrester's shocking information? Liam was shocked to learn that Eric was Katie Logan Spencer's new main designer in the February 4th episode of BNB. As soon as Liam had the puzzle piece together, he began to worry about Ridge and Brooke Logan Forrester's reactions to the news. Liam was urged to keep quiet for the time being by Eric, Katie, and Bill Spencer. Liam was even under pressure to hide this from Hope, but is it really possible for him to do that? Hope is back in Liam's life at last, and he is happy with how their most recent chapter of marriage is going. Liam would prefer to put relationship problems behind him, but keeping such a significant secret could upset the balance. In their marriage vows, Hope and Liam made a significant commitment to one another. Therefore, he doesn't want to do anything that might compromise their happy relationship. In light of this, Liam may choose to reveal what he knows and rely on Hope to keep it a secret as well. Maybe Liam will confess that he discovered something significant that he would prefer not to hide from Hope. But if Liam updates Hope on what he's discovered, he might also get her to swear she won't tell anyone. Hope might reassure Liam that she's keeping her mouth shut, but what if Liam reveals that Eric is Katie's secret designer? Hope might become anxious since she will know that Brooke and Ridge will be enraged. Hope could worry that the longer Eric holds off on revealing this shock, the more enraged Ridge and Brooke will be when the truth is revealed. Ridge and Brooke will still be taken aback, but postponing things like this would only exacerbate the situation. Hope may confront Eric along with Katie and Bill once Liam spills, even if she chooses to respect Eric's desires. Hope may caution Katie that she is putting herself at danger of encountering Brooke's fury and fear that their sisterly bond may be permanently damaged. This also applies to Eric's relationship with Ridge as a father and son. According to teasers for The Bold and The Beautiful, if Liam violates the request for confidentiality and divulges the Logan designer reality, Hope may find herself in a difficult situation. How Liam discovers Eric's secret. Depending on who you ask, Liam is either in the right place at the wrong moment or in the wrong place at the right time at the start of the storyline. Liam alternates between business meetings and family gatherings because of his position at Spencer Publications and his connections to the Logan clan. According to this version of the story, he discovers a document, overhears a conversation, or eavesdrops on a private email thread that unequivocally demonstrates that Eric Forrester, who is presumably semi-retired or performing a different public role, is covertly engaged in a significant creative or financial ploy that benefits an unanticipated party, Katie. A rival label? A side project that undermines Forrester Creations. The revelation is explicit and damaging enough to be a headline, a boardroom scandal, and a familial betrayal all at once if it were made public. It is not nebulous hearsay. Liam understands how explosive the information is. He has solid documentation, a tape, or a packet that links Eric to a secret business, so there are no rumors circulating. With a close-up of Liam's face while he reads, the abrupt silence in the room, and the moral cogs beginning to revolve, the writers ensure that this moment is dramatic. Bill's pressure, the reasons behind his need for quiet. As a strategist, Bill Spencer values secrets. Bill makes money when an ally or piece of information offers an opportunity, whether it's for corporate dominance, leverage, or just to keep adversaries on the defensive. Bill learns about it, somehow, and sees a way forward after Liam understands the extent of Eric's involvement. Bill has multiple motivations. Business leverage. By exposing Eric's covert alliance with a competitor or a Logan venture, Forrester Creations may become unstable, strengthening Spencer's position in any ongoing negotiations. Personal power. Bill takes pleasure in possessing the secret map. He wants to determine who gets to know when. Protective rhetoric. In order to prevent the Spencer family from falling into a trap, Bill presents silence as a strategy. Liam is under constant pressure from Bill, who will remind him of prior protection, favors, and the shaky partnerships that profit from discretion. Importantly, Bill does not demand a marching band-led silence. Instead, he convinces, entices, and occasionally threatens with a half-glance that says, "You'll regret it if you betray me." Liam, who has frequently followed Bill's advice and owes him job opportunities, is forced to choose between being silent and complicit and unburdening his conscience and betraying trust. Liam's internal struggle, the reasons behind his eventual betrayal of Bill. Liam Spencer's persona is not binary. For years, he has been seen as sensitive, devoted, and prone to confrontation, all of which make wise decisions more difficult. The authors of this plot provide him two overlapping incentives that drive him to betray. Liam's conscience is a moral argument. He believes that Hope, Brooke, and the Logans should be aware of Eric's secret, particularly if it has an impact on their relationships, professions, or reputations. Liam believes that keeping the knowledge a secret would be like supporting a plot against the people he cares about. Liam's feeling of romantic duty and family is a relational argument. He is more in the orbit of Brooke and Hope than he occasionally acknowledges. He is furious at the thought of letting people he cares about be taken by surprise. The deciding aspect is that emotional conflict. I can't watch them be used. Additionally, there is the practical spark, a tiny, relatable detail that brings the secret home. Perhaps Liam mentions Eric's name in passing when he notices Hope getting a call. Perhaps he hears Brooke complimenting honesty, or he recalls a time when he promised to defend the family. Soap writers exploit such personal beats as an excuse for an otherwise dangerous betrayal. They make Liam responsible for his decision while also humanizing it. The clue: Liam visits Brooke rather than Hope or Ridge. Why Brooke? Why tell Brooke instead of Hope, Ridge, or Steffi? This makes sense both strategically and emotionally. Brooke as the mediator. Throughout the family's history, Brooke Logan has served as both its political and emotional hub. She has the ability to shift war rooms, communicate with Ridge, and exert social pressure. Liam sees Brooke's strength as a means of handling the fallout. Liam and Hope's complex relationship. Giving your spouse explosive information directly can feel like putting them in the middle of a conflict. Liam believes Brooke can approach the situation more objectively, or at the very least, more strategically. He may possibly be attempting to spare Hope the initial shock. Trust legacy. Liam has a different register of trust in Brooke. He thinks she will prioritize the welfare of her family and carry out a strategy that minimizes immediate harm, even if the worst-case scenario is a public revelation. The scene where Liam tells Brooke must be the centerpiece. Imagine a late-night talk in the kitchen, complete with lamplight, the sound of a spoon clinking, and Brooke's countenance changing from one of casual interest to one of astonished astonishment when Liam presents the paperwork or clarifies the information she overheard. Brooke is first protective for Eric's dignity and then practical. She realizes the consequences and becomes ready to take action, while Liam is unfiltered, guilty, and resolute. The story's shift from shock to strategy is what propels it into high drama. When Bill finds out, he becomes furious. Bill is not the type of person who dismisses noncompliance. When he learns that Liam has deceived him, his response is typical of Spencer: bruised pride, rage, and a counterattack. In addition to reprimanding, Bill's initial reaction is to turn the treachery into a weapon. Among his choices are damage control. By casting doubt on the evidence, he attempts to restrict Brooke's knowledge and undermine the story. Counterleak. Bill might launch an offensive, preempting Brooke with a detrimental piece of information that diverts attention or his own story. Personal pressure. He threatens Liam's job, the family, or business resources by reminding him of debts and making vague threats. The narrative intensifies at this point because Bill's retribution could hurt everyone involved, not just Liam. He has the power to expose the family's division, influence the media, or initiate a business investigation that exposes Eric in a way that damages rather than preserves reputations. Bill's playbook is a gift to soap opera daytime spectacle. It's public and harsh. Brooke's options: defend Eric, confront him, or use weapons. Brooke has several messy human options now that she knows. Protect Eric. By utilizing her power to divert attention and keep the dispute in private arbitration, Brooke might take action to protect Eric. That path allows for behind-the-scenes maneuvering and appeals to Brooke's role as matriarch. Truth-telling and confrontation. Brooke might speak with Eric face-to-face, ask for clarifications, and then determine whether to go public. This is an emotional and unvarnished road. Weaponized for leverage. Brooke might use the secret to compel a change in the balance of power in order to forge alliances, demand concessions from businesses, or exact revenge on people she believes have deceived her. The episode beats the writer's wish to spin will determine which course she takes. Brooke goes scorched earth if they want a public spectacle. She discreetly bargains if they desire political intrigue. Ridge, Eric, and the Logan clan are involved in Brooke's argument, which turns into a private, sensual rhythm if they want personal melodrama. The fallout, romantic, boardroom, and family. The dominoes start to fall at this point. Forrester Creations. The company's partners, investors, and creative directors will be called into crisis meetings if Eric's secret is business-related, a hidden design line, a back-channel collaboration, or a brand-side investment. Eric's secret has the potential to shatter design teams and provide competitors ammunition. Anticipate heated boardroom arguments, public relations tactics, and the potential for memo leaks. Spencer Publications. Bill's territory turns into a combat zone. He may utilize his media connections to spread stories, demand transparency, or make the controversy public in a way that reduces Eric's power and increases Spencer's gain. Turning personal suffering into a public benefit is Bill's comfort zone. Personal relationships. Hope's perception of Liam is altered by his betrayal of Brooke as the recipient, even if she is still unaware of the specifics. Hope might feel betrayed twice when the truth comes out. Once by Liam for keeping it a secret, and again by Brooke for being the confidant who was aware of it beforehand. Katie, Ridge, and Steffi are all trembling. Eric has tense ties with both his co-workers and his kids. Alliances are reconstructed. Individuals take sides. Sheila and Deacon. Sheila may react erratically if she is in close contact to the secret. She is an obsessional actress. For her, learning secrets is a call to action rather than an academic endeavor. If Sheila feels deceived or intimidated, the soap opera might swiftly turn dangerous. Important scenes to anticipate, beats of each episode. The fallout will be organized by writers into a sequence of powerful scenes. Over the next few weeks, anticipate these beats. Liam's discovery episode. The suspenseful one-episode revelation in which Liam discovers the truth, culminating in his choice to visit Brooke. The disclosure to Brooke. A dramatic late-night exchange in which Brooke transforms from shock to cunning. When Bill discovers disloyalty, Spencer loses his rage and threatens Liam in a covert manner. Eric is confronted by Brooke in a private, heated exchange that includes tears, denials, and accusations. Public disclosure or counterleak. The Forrester family is forced to engage in a publicity scramble after Bill or an outside journalist makes the issue public. Romantic fallout. Hope confronts Liam after learning, or learning through someone else, and their marriage falters. Scenes from a corporate boardroom. Ridge struggles for control, while Forrester Creations is questioned by investors. Sheila's escalation. Optional, a wild card beat in which Sheila acts in an erratic, potentially violent manner after realizing the emotional impact. These beats provide actors with powerful moments, such as Machiavellian strategy sessions, loud confrontations, sad reconciliations, and whispered confessions. Character psychology. The significance of this arc. There's more to this tale than merely who knew what. It examines how power functions when the political is the personal and who gets to decide what is true in families. It reveals flaws in character. Liam. He turns into the moral agent who decides to put family truth-telling ahead of political allegiance. For some, that makes him brave. For others, it makes him a traitor. Bill. He demonstrates how secrecy is used as a weapon and is the strategist who cannot stand noncompliance. Brooke. The fixer. She has to choose between becoming a general or a healer due to her overwhelming amount of information. Eric. His secret exposes weaknesses in his authority and compels him to consider if tradition warrants secrecy. The storyline puts love and trust to the test emotionally. People will react viscerally if they have been harmed by secrets, and there have been many throughout BNB history. Scene work on pride, loyalty, guilt, and the price of doing the right thing can be found throughout the plot. Social media dynamics and fan reaction. Anticipate internet bloodshed. While supporters of hashtag Team Bill will condemn him for treachery, supporters of hashtag Team Liam will applaud his bravery. Hashtag Team Brooke will be divided. Astute agents will support her political acumen, while sympathetic fans will be critical of her for not telling Hope directly. Because the authors have made morally dubious decisions, the Twitterverse, Instagram, and fan forums will be ablaze with discussion, memes, and theoretical discussions. This is because soap opera fandom lives on moral ambiguity. Producers and writers consider how society responds. The program can change course if the outcry focuses too much on one character. Make them more likable, give them scenes where they apologize, or increase the severity of the penalties. Anticipate a responsive story. Long-term prospects, potential directions for this. The long game of the unveiling is gloriously open. Liam was shunned, but eventually proved right. If Eric's secret actually causes harm, Liam's behavior may have been foreseen after torturous exile. He might be gradually pardoned and reintegrated as a morally upright man. Bill's return and cooler retaliation. Bill might plan a crushing counterattack that leaves Forrester speechless, solidifying his status as a skilled strategist. Brooke as a power broker. If Brooke skillfully handles the consequences, she may come out with both complex new adversaries and hardened political capital. Corporate realignment. With new alliances and legal issues dictating months of airtime, Forrester Creations and Spencer Publications' battle may be transformed. Romantic breakups. Liam and Hope may part ways, either permanently or temporarily, creating opportunities for new relationships or redemption stories. For authors, the narrative is a treasure trove. Depending on how it is told, it can be sheer melodrama, political drama, or a moral lesson. In conclusion, treachery serves as a storyteller's pivot. Liam's choice to reveal Eric's secret to Brooke and betray Bill is the kind of soap opera move that compels characters to be authentic. Alliances expose their weaknesses when under duress. The true moments that follow a falsehood are when the best daytime scenes are found. This arc could result in months of emotionally fulfilling television, boardroom chess, family reckonings, and intimate reckonings that allow actors to fully inhabit authentic, agonizing scenes if the writers allow consequences to develop, if they let characters suffer, argue, and change instead of making snap decisions. So get ready for fireworks. Friendships will be redrawn, secrets will be revealed, and reputations will be put to the test. Betrayal is a currency in the world of the bold and the beautiful, and this one is going to ruin the illusions of many people.